Welcome to Solo Farms, and here we are on the farm, kind of giving you guys a walk around. We got our first greenhouse that we finally put together right now. It's a 30 by 96 greenhouse, full bloom light depth. It's the one of 4 that we're building, and things are gradually coming along as the weather gets better. I think we're getting them up a lot quicker. Okay, so when it comes to our greenhouses and everything, we're doing 30 by 96s. They're full light depth greenhouses, and we have 3 of them, and our plan is to turn over a crop about every 6 weeks or so. So we'll veg one for a month and then turn it over into flower, veg another one for a month, turn it over into flower, eventually kind of run a sea of green through our 3 greenhouses. Have a constant veg house that supplies those with everything that we need. We have our boys from Bigfoot Clones. They're professional cloners, and they will be taking care of all the mother plants and all of our clones, make sure that we have all the stock that we need to fill up our greenhouses and all that. With Top Genetics, we have Humboldt Seed Company organization coming to the farm. They will be doing breeding, seed breeding. We'll be growing elite mothers of their mother stock on the farm, so we'll be able to have elite strains within Solo Farms. And we're looking pretty good. I think we got everything coming along. You see another one that's going to start probably next week or so. Another full 30 by 96. We'll have another flowering one over here, and then we have a vegetative tent that's going to go over here on the left, and we'll be ready to grow. And over on this side, we've got an army of grassroot fabric pots. 119 400-gallon pots. We got our guy watering in all of our crimson clover seeds. We're growing a nice cover crop on all these pots. Get the mycorrhizal foundation kind of blooming, and same thing with all the nitrogen producing cover crops. And it took us about 3 weeks, I think, to fill all these. Half of them by hand, half of them by excavators and machine equipment. It takes a long time to fill these pots up, as you can see. These guys have been doing it for 2 hours. So, but no, the tan pots are going to keep the pots from getting, too hot, the root base getting too hot and everything. And we got them on 12-foot centers. They're 80 feet wide by 200 feet long. So we have approximately 16,000 square feet outdoor that we're going to be growing out here, and then 6,000 square feet when it comes to greenhouses. We have 119 400-gallon grassroot fabric pots that we're going to full no-till cover crop, all of our biodynamic inputs, worms, the whole 9 yards, composting right on top of the pot. That goes down here soon, May 25th. Over on the right-hand side here, we got some grow boxes we're setting up, Connex boxes. We're going to fill them up with some HIDs. We have our Connex boxes that we've made into grow boxes, and those are pushing about 8,000 watts of light inside of them, full environmentally controlled with mini split units, air if needed. They're insulated and roofing compounds to help deflect heat. We might put some roofing on top of them to kind of deter some of that heat also. We're just now starting. We do have a lot more extra soil over here, which will end up becoming biodynamic mounds that we'll talk about here soon. Other than that, we're trying to make a full mycelia web across the entire farm. We're going to be utilizing hay, wood chips, a lot of cover cropping across the entire farm, so that the whole farm is within the same mycelia web, which will allow nutrients to transport across this web from one plant to the other a lot easier. When there's a plant that's feeding really good on one side of the farm and a plant that's on the other side that needs it, that transportation highway of nutrients, the mycelia web will bring nutrients to the plant that needs it. So this year is a get up and go year where not everything's in the ground. By next year, hopefully it will be. We'll be growing all of our own biodynamic inputs upon the farm here, growing our own worms. So within the next 3 to 5 years, we should be self-sustainable and not have to leave the farm for any kind of nutrient that we need to feed our plants with. It'll all be self-sustained here. We have bees on the property to help pollinate flowers, help bring in beneficial insects that'll ward off mites and things like that. And the farm's coming along pretty good. We're just trying to fine tune it, and it's going to take a couple of years, but we'll get there. So this year's been a kind of a rough year, kind of excavating the property, building the property, developing it all, and hopefully we have a successful season.